What's up, guys? Magzardz here. Today I have my first round game of the XYPU tournament hosted by TRC versus Grimoiregod. So I got a really good opponent first round, which is unfortunate because other people got buys, but I got freaking Grimoiregod. It's best of 3 PU tour on Showdown, and yeah, that's about all there is to it. First round, I'm bringing this team that I just decided to build for Volt Turn to test my expert belt Rotom, because a lot of the times the best way teams deal with Rotom is like predicting the Thunderbolt or predicting the Blizzard and switching into the appropriate counter, because Bolt Beam is just that good. So I was testing expert belt to lure in Poliwrath on the Blizzard, then like smack it with a Thunderbolt, something like that, and then the rest of the team is just like standard Volt Turn. He has a totally untested team that he told me. It looks somewhat legit, but he doesn't have a switch into Scyther, and it's Scarf Scyther. Like, if it was Choice Banded, yeah, it's not easy to switch in. This is Jolly Scarf Scyther. He has no switch-ins, so I just lead with it. He leads with Throw, and I get a kill. It's like, yeah, he didn't really test this team. So I'm just going to 2-hit KO the Missy, not get totally fucked up by min-max. As he goes to Sneasel, I'm going to switch out as he goes for the Pursuit, which really caught me off guard. Good play on his part, but I do get Throw in for free, which is pretty nice. I can just click Knock Off fairly easily. He's obviously going to have to go to Swan or Tangela. At this point, I can just go to Mischievous as he's going to roost up, and this is Spadef Missy, so he can't touch me. I'm just going to click Wisp, burn whatever comes in, even if it's the Throw, that's fine. I kind of want Throw worn down. Now I'm going to taunt, predicting the Sleep Powder. I guess I could have gone to Throw. And I'm going to Wisp again, predicting Bouffalant to come in on the Shadow Ball and try to set up a sub. He doesn't do that, so now I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball. He's going to reveal Ancient Power just because he's just fucking around for boost and shit. That's, I mean, I guess. I'm just going to keep clicking Shadow Balls. He's going to go back into Swanna, and then double into the Throw on the burn, because I wanted to wear that down. So that was a good play on his part, because now he's got the Guts, he's got Thrown free. I can, like, Prinplup is the only thing I have for this, but that's fine, because all I need to do is weaken Throw. And every time something dies, I'm just going to get a free switch into Scyther. So he's actually going to switch into Swanna. And Scyther is going to be able to come in here. I can just click Volt Switch. I can go into Rotom, click Volt Switch. Actually, ends up going to Bouffalant, though, so Throw is more suited to handle that. I'm just going to click Storm Throw as he goes into the Swanna, and I'm not going to do, like, anything. I honestly thought that would do more, but I can click Storm Throw again, because even if he Hurricanes, he's not killing me. But I predicted him to Roost, predicting me to switch out, and because of that, no more Flying type, I'm going to wreck him. I'm now going to go into Prinplup. It's physically defensive, but without the Violet, it's going to do a fair amount. But I can get off a Torrent Scald, which actually does a fair amount to Throw, leaving it fairly weakened. So it cannot switch into Sneasel anymore. He's just going to let it die. Go back into Sneasel. He's actually going to Ice Shard now, predicting me to stay in, because he knows I'm Scarfed. He's not going to like click Icicle Crash, but at this point, Throw solos his entire team. Like, he has 0 for it. Tangela Leaf Storm actually does a lot, because obviously max special attack Tangela. Very, very good Mon PU. For a while I just found it impossible to build without Tangela, but at this point I'm just going to play it safe and switch out to Mischievous, just in case he crits me or something. Sneasel could potentially sweep if it wins the speed tie and low kicks my own Sneasel, which he might have with Pursuit. That's still a thing. But at this point, Throw's just going to win, so I'm going to keep clicking Skip Turn because I'm too lazy to speed this up. And he's going to forfeit. So that's Game 1. Game 2 is this team I built around the Barbarical Throw core, which I thought up, because Throw beats a lot of Barbarical's checks and counters, or cripples them, like Tangela, Sneasel, Dusk Noir, all those things that can beat Barbarical after a Shell Smash. Throw handles basically every single relevant one. So then I threw the rest together. It's currently on PU's Survival of the Fittest thread being featured. He has an Aurorus, which is really, really, really scary. I have a Piloswine, but if that gets worn down, Aurorus is just a threat. Heatmore, also good wall breaker if it has knockoff for the big Dusk Clops, not Dusk Noir. I was going to say Dusk Noir. He's got a pretty cool team. Unlike the last game, I don't see anything that just totally bops him, although Barbarical could be a decent sweeper in the end, so he's going to lead Leafeon. I'm going to lead with the Piloswine. That's really not ideal. So I'm going to go into Throw. Leaf Blade does way more than I expected. I thought Throw would take that much better, but Turns out it doesn't. I can just click Storm Throw because I'm being ultra conservative as he goes to Togetic. And at this point I'm actually going to knock off because he's not going to do anything to me anyways. He's actually going to predict me to go into Roselia, I think. I can live the Fire Blast, but at this point Throw is severely weakened, and it would have been nice to have, but I'm going to end up having to sack it to the Leaf Blade because Roselia is just not a safe switch in my opinion. He could have clicked Iron Tail. Iron Tail Leafeon is standard for trying to get through, what's it called, Avalugg. He's going to go into Roselia on the Sludge Bomb, and then he's going to go on Roselia Sludge Bomb into Aurorus, then stay and get up Rocks, predicting me to go for Rocks, then switch out to Poliwrath, which is a bit annoying. I went for Icicle Spear, maybe expecting Togetic. Honestly, there's no reason for him to go to Togetic, because I can just click Icicle Spear next turn, so that's kind of dumb. I do have Dusclops, though, which totally walls this. Like, it's Calm Mind, Rest Talk, Ice Beam Dusclops, because Shadow Ball gets walled by shit. And I'm actually going to predict the Leafeon to come in. I can't really touch Poliwrath, but thanks to Rest plus Pressure, I can easily PP stall it, so at this point I'm just going to sack Roselia, because Leafeon is going to die to Life Orb, so big threat is gone. Knock off, like, Leafeon is a big threat to this team. It's not the most complete. He's going to go into Grumpig now. He is Thick Fat for Ice Beam. He has Whirlwind, so I can't set up. I can't touch this thing, so I'm just waiting to get Whirlwinded out. I'm really not talking well this recording. I'm sorry. He's gonna Whirlwind me out into Piloswine. I'm max attack, so Earthquake's gonna do a shit ton of damage, and he can't 2-KO me with the Psychic from there, which is amazing. Goes back into Poliwrath as Earthquake does a lot because that is sub punch. It's offensive. It's not like physically defensive. I'm just gonna go back into Dusclops to wall him. Look at that damage. Waterfall did 17%. That's disgusting. I'm just going to click Sleep Talk. I have nothing better to do, and I'm just going to pull Rest. It really doesn't matter. Hyper Voice is going to do a solid 46%, and I'm really not going to pull anything good. 6% totally made a difference, guys. So Dusclops is going to go down. I don't really need it anymore. Poliwrath I can handle. I'm just going to go into Mr. Mime. Oh, and I also nicknamed these mons because Tyrannosaur told me to, so he's going to go into Togetic, and at this point, I realize I've totally fucked up. Togetic is just going to end up walling the rest of my team as I miss the Stone Edge. It didn't matter. I didn't kill. He's going to Thunder Wave me. I can't smash because I'm going to die. I'm an Aerial Ace just expecting Poliwrath on the Stone Edge, but it doesn't matter. Once again, I'm going to skip through this. It's just stalling out in the end. I Healing Wish my Barbaracle. Stone Edge is still going to do 0. So that's the game. He's just going to stall me out with the Togetic. So, Game 3. Final match. I have this Dark Spam team that I worked on a bit with Matt as the Hatter. He gave me the Dark Spam / Ice Spam team, and I was like, that seems cool. Let me work on it with you. I sort of changed it, made it Hyper Offense instead of Balance with what it is. Not really a tested team. He has the same exact things he brought last time, so I already know all his sets. Apparently, just didn't have another team to bring. So yeah, I have Lead Monferno. But instead of standard Lead Monferno, which is Taunt, Stealth Rock, Overheat, Endeavor, because Blaze Overheat hits pretty hard, I'm actually testing Fake Out plus Grass Knot because it beats Golem leads. Sturdy Golem is a very common lead. I just decided to test it. So I'm going to get a Rocks, Taunt the Togetic, then I have the Analytic Choice Specs Behem, which I'm just going to click Thunderbolt in case he goes into Grumpig to resist the Psychic. Then he goes into Leafeon, and what's a resist? That did 59%, that's not even stab. I can go into Monferno because I don't need it. It's the Suicide lead. And then all I can do is Grass Knot. All I have is Grass Knot, Taunt, Stealth Rock, Fake Out. So, I mean, I'm just waiting to die. He's going to go into Grumpig, kill me off. That's fine. That's what a Suicide lead is for. At this point, I can go into Sneasel and make a fairly easy double into Rotom, predicting Poliwrath, because that's what you run Poliwrath for, stopping Sneasel. So that gets me a free Volt Switch as he goes into Grumpig. And I'm going to go back into Sneasel, because even if he goes into Poliwrath, I want to knock off his leftovers. Poliwrath is his only Dark Spam counter. That's the idea of Dark Spam. Sneasel wears down all the checks and counters to Mightyena. So then you can sweep with Mightyena late game. So basically, he's going to sub. He's already at 45%. Then he reveals Ice Punch, which is really non-standard because it only touches Spadef Roselia. of all the counters, only Spadef or Zelia, so it's pretty weird. And I'm going to go to Rotom, expecting him to go for another Ice Punch, which means more free Volt Switches, wearing down his defense, of course, so that either Sneasel or Mightyena, I can't talk, can sweep. At this point, I'm going to go into Mightyena, basically force him to not give me a Moxie boost, and switch into something as opposed to sacking Grumpig. I'm going to switch into Sneasel just in case he has Nature Power, because Nature Power actually dodges Sucker Punch. It does not... Sucker Punch can't hit Nature Power that then turns into Tri-Attack. Most run Hyper Voice, but I don't really care. I'm just going to go for a low kick. I had a chance to kill. I'm going to get a crit. It didn't matter because at this point Mightyena can basically clean up everything except for Heatmore, which isn't a threat. I have stuff to take out Heatmore. He's going to end up Life Orb stalling my Sneasel. So I guess the crit could have mattered had I got a low roll. It was a little less than a 50-50. He probably lived that, but at this point, all I have to do is get Heatmore dead, and game is mine because, what's it called? Leafeon. Leafeon is not sweeping anything at 8% with one Life Orb hit, plus Rotom's going to end up being faster because this team is Scarf Rotom, not Expert Belt. So, those were the 3 games against Grimoiregod. I'm going to try to upload more PU, because PU is my home tier, it's what I play the most, that's just what I do. I'm part of the PU team, but I haven't really been uploading PU. So I decided, you know, with this tour, I'm going to be uploading my games, so you'll be seeing that. Best of 3, although they could be only 2 games, obviously, so you'll see the next stuff when it happens. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know about the commentary, I made a lot of slip-ups and stuff, but I need to get something out because I haven't posted in the last few days, because something kind of serious is going on in real life that I just haven't gotten through, so that's an explanation for why all this shit is happening. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.